Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Anthony 5.0 here, and today we have an exciting video for you guys because we are going to get rid of this Shelby GT350 track pack spoiler, and we are going to be replacing it with the new GT500 style spoiler. I'm very excited because, you know, there's not really that much of a difference between the two, but the GT500 one does look a little bit more aggressive, more angular, so I'm very excited to get it on. So here, I'll show you guys this one for right now. All right, guys, so you see, like I said, it's the Shelby GT350 track pack style wing. Looks really good on the car, but I just wanted to change it up a bit because it seems that everyone has this wing, or I mean spoiler. I just wanted to get something a little different. Spoiler is currently inside the box. I already took it out just to kind of look at it, make sure it's not damaged, anything like that. But we are on our way to my brother-in-law's house to install it with him because it is always nice to have an extra hand when installing this type of stuff. But anyways, before it starts raining, let's get it into the trunk. All right, guys, and just like that, we got the spoiler inside the trunk and we're ready to go. And since we're back here, let's get a cold start. Key. The car, wanted to briefly mention it in case you guys didn't see the last video, the intro, where I basically just went over the car and what it had, stuff like that. I'm rocking the MBRP axle back muffler delete in case you guys were wondering, you know, the exhaust system on that cold start. But yeah, for sure, guys, if you guys haven't seen the video, please make sure to go check that out. Really appreciate any type of feedback from you guys. All right, let's continue. So I quickly stopped by AutoZone. I grabbed this right here, sub 3M adhesive tape. Now I highly recommend that you pick this up because sometimes the adhesive tape that they send with these spoilers are not the best. This only costs $12, and this is the best of the best adhesive tape you can find. You know, honestly, if I check out those and they seem pretty good, then I guess I'll put them on because I did see them. They actually match the outlinings of where the spoiler's gonna stay onto. It did match it exactly because it had the cutouts for the holes. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm on the way. I'm probably like 10 minutes away now from my brother-in-law's house. See you guys when I'm there. So here it is. This is the GT500 style spoiler from eBay. And as you can see, the quality is really high. I did find on some other websites the same spoiler, but it was going for $550 plus unpainted. So I saw no reason why to go for those when this one looks absolutely amazing. Other things that came with the box is this, you know, hardware right here. So it looks like just some screws that it comes with. It did come with these adhesive little panels, so it aligns perfectly with the spoiler itself, with the cutouts of the holes and everything. Really neat, but sadly to say, I don't think I'm gonna use these because taking it out real quick to see how the adhesive works, it does look a little flimsy. It doesn't look like it's gonna stick also good. So other things that you guys might need for the installation, to take out, get the fishing line tape, kind of pry through, you know, making it easier to take out, stuff like that. Also, just grab any hair dryer, heat gun, you know, anything works, just to kind of get the adhesive heating up. And, you know, of course, all the bolts and screws you guys need to take out the stock hardware. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's what comes with the box and everything else you guys are going to need for this installation. But yeah, let's get right into it. Again, this installation is pretty simple. Make sure to check out any other videos that, you know, give a more in-depth to remove the stock one. That's what I did. But, you know, since mine's aftermarket, it'll be a little more different. But yeah, basically, it's pretty simple. You just remove all these 8 tabs around here to remove this whole panel out. Before you do that, you just have to pop this one out, unscrew these little stoppers right here, and then there'll be 2 grommets on each corner, and then you just kind of remove those. All right, guys, I'll do that real quick. Everything out, you're just gonna see the exposed trunk. Like I said, we're gonna have 8 of those little tabs right here, 2 grommets on each side, and then you just kind of screw this out, pop this thing right out, and then you kind of just wiggle this thing out. It's really important when taking out any stock hardware, or for my example, the aftermarket hardware. So with the stock hardware being like screws right here and then on each corner, it's very important that when you are taking those screws out, that you angle the trunk almost to closing, or else if by accident, if you're doing it from here and then the screw falls down, gets stuck in the panel, it's going to be a massive headache to take it out, and then you're going to hear a bunch of rattling when you're driving stuff. My brother-in-law here is going to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. So just, you know, almost closing, make sure not to close it obviously, and then you kind of just take out the bolt. Guys, so I have both spoilers on top of the truck right now. I thought it'd be a cool comparison to show the two. On the right we have the 350 track pack spoiler, and then on the left we have the newer one, the GT500 style spoiler. Quick comparison. Right, so when you guys remove all the stock hardware, any kind of nuts, you can just start the heating process. So just, you know, on a low setting, you know, obviously hot, start warming up the adhesive. And then once you do that, you can just kind of grab the little fishing line tape, like I said. Just kind of wiggle it through. We already kind of started going through already. But as you see, I'll just start heating it up while he keeps pulling away, stuff like that. Should be pretty simple already as we started. You can tell how good the 3M adhesive tape is because we are kind of struggling already just to kind of get it through there. So that's a good sign. We're just going to go slowly, you know. Takes patience, but, you know, got to do what we got to do. All right, guys. See you guys when we have it off. Almost halfway. We're a little more than halfway, actually. One thing I did notice is that, you know, while we were going through it, the fishing line kept breaking. We're using a 50-pound fishing line, but if you guys can go grab maybe, I think, or anything more than that, you guys should be straight. I mean, we're going through it pretty nicely. You can see just, you know, all the heat is coming right off. Another thing I did notice, while someone else is doing with the fishing line and someone's kind of lifting on it, like gently like that, it comes right off really easy. But yeah, guys, like I said, more than halfway. You just kind of have this section right here to heat up, and then we should be done. Guys, so finally we have the spoiler right out. You can see all some adhesive residue that stayed on the car. Pretty simple. Probably took us about maybe 15 minutes to get the whole thing out. Really simple. Like I said, what was really helping was when one person was kind of prying it out with one hand and then the other guy coming with the fishing line. You know, it just really made the difference all the way through. So if you start from the corner, I would just continue all the way through. I wouldn't stop, like go on the other side and then start from this corner. I would just use the same momentum you guys are like having and then just go through all the way until it's completely out. And then just take out the, you know, residue of the old adhesive, kind of really clean it out. Right, guys, we put it on just to test kind of the alignment. Luckily, all the screws all align perfectly, and the wing looks absolutely amazing. Like, the difference is actually pretty crazy. Guys, as you can see, we had to flip the car around because of the lighting. Everything pretty much done. You know, we have all the adhesive on, made sure all the holes were exposed so the, you know, screws can easily go in. Now it's just peeling it off, aligning it with the trunk, and then it'll be installation will be done. Now we got everything peeled off. Something I'm gonna add, make sure that it doesn't overlap at all, because if not, it's not gonna align properly. So we had to do some cutting. As you can see right there, we had to cut some. It's just really important. It comes out like right on the wing is fully installed. Looks so good. A little dirty because we had our hands on it, but this thing looks absolutely amazing. As you can see, still have to put everything back though, but it does use the stock nuts. I'm sorry, the nuts it's supplied with, so everything aligned really good. Really happy with the outcome. All right, guys, so it's currently the next day. I figured to show you guys the final product, it'll be better to use some daylight, because man, I can't believe how good the outcome came. Like, it made that much of a difference. Like, I was at the beginning not expecting for it to look like that different on the car, because it was essentially the same spoiler, just a little more angular, more aggressive. But the cutouts in the center, just it like coming out a little more, it absolutely looks so much better. Let me show you guys the spoiler because it looks so good. Here it is. Right off the bat, you can just tell how much more aggressive the back looks now. Absolutely worth it. Made such a difference in the back. Look at like this angle right here. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said earlier in the video, guys, this spoiler is from eBay. It cost about $180 with free shipping. Came within 7 days, not even, I think like 5. I ordered it maybe on a Tuesday, came Sunday, something like that. But let me tell you guys, it is so worth it. Fit and finish is just right on the money. Can't complain with the money you paid for. Like, absolutely worth it. So I mean, I spent the extra $15, I think, or $12 on the 3M, but you don't really have to, because the adhesive pads it came with were not the best, but with the screws on top of them, you shouldn't have any problems. But that's just me, guys. I just like to make sure everything I have no problems. I just make stuff future proof. But like I said, you guys won't have any problems just putting on the pads it came with. It'll definitely speed up the process with the installation. Now, there is something I am gonna mention, but maybe this is particularly only for my car, since it is a 2018. Maybe people with maybe just a newer car don't have to worry about this. But I guess from the factory spoiler and the previous spoiler, I guess just the sunlight hitting, the aging, the adhesive just on the thing, kind of left these marks all around the trunk. Not on this side, so that's why I'm like pretty happy. But so far, the only thing I've tried was Goo Golf, the same thing I took off the adhesive with. I am gonna now try, when I get the chance, some rubbing compound, try to buff this all out, maybe paint correct it, really get, you know, some work on it. But like I said, when I get the chance. All right, guys, so I figured I'd just start wrapping up the video right here. I hope you guys could find this video informative or helpful on how to install this spoiler on your car, or maybe just to get a better idea on how it would look on your car, for example. I am going to link this same exact spoiler in the link in the description below, so please make sure to check that out if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.